back to another episode of My Watch Therapy. It's a beaut, Clark. Look at this thing. This is a watch by Bulova, as you can see, and it's called the Surveyor. I don't know about that name, but it sure is nice to look at. It sure is pretty on the eyes. And I sure am a sucker for this sort of, what would you call it? Is that an oyster-type bracelet for you Rolex fans out there? I love that. That is so classy. Let's take a moment to connect a little further with this watch. The Surveyor. There it is. Very nice. I also like how some of their watches have this little lip coming out, so you can't kind of like put this down, then this down. It'll hit that. You have to do it in the correct order. This one, you can do it in any order you want. Love that. Just super beautiful, like baby blue. But look at that radial sort of sunburst pattern on that dial. You can't tell me that's not pretty, right? I mean, that is just great looking. I think this watch, it's not a big watch. It's 39 millimeters, but I think it's unisex. I wouldn't call it feminine. I wouldn't call it masculine. I would just call it great looking. So I think it's a his and hers, really. It brings a lot to the table for its price, which, what? 470 $5 little dollars. Those dollar bucks should be more. I could see a 1 in front of that. Like $14.75. I wouldn't blink. This thing is so sweet looking, and I just feel like Bulova doesn't get the recognition or wrist time with people that it should. They make, not every watch, I'm not saying every watch is just perfection, but I've been reviewing quite a few lately, and honestly, that's just one after the other of incredible prices, and dare I say, Japanese movements, so you know it's going to last, right? Bulova's owned by the giant conglomerate of Citizen. That's a, woohoo! I swear I'm not doing that. It's just doing it. Ooh. Look at that rotor fly. That was awesome. Little tiny turns. That's sick, huh? Look at that. This power reserve is good for 40 hours, but I dare say I would never even wonder or care what the power reserve is. The thing's spinning like that, and this would be on my wrist so much. I just can't imagine, needing anything else or worrying that I was going to run out of power. Okay, as you can see, it's an automatic movement. It's got some nice, incredible polishing on all the indices. The whole case, I don't know. I just should shut up for a minute. Just look at that. That polished center links, I just think it's got so much. I don't really care why it's called the Surveyor. I don't know. That's just the name they gave it. I was thinking also to myself this morning when I was kind of contemplating this watch, it's got a little, because it's so classy, and this is a compliment to Bulova, but also to Rolex, it reminds me a little bit of a Datejust, right? Those are usually 36 millimeters or 41. This is neither, so it's not that, it's 39. But it's got that Cyclops eye date window, just the case, the proportions, the bracelet, right? So I'm not saying this is a Rolex or better or whatever, but I'm just saying it just borrows a lot from Rolex, characteristic-wise, nuances that, to my eye, I just think, hey, it's not a Rolex, but it sure does remind me of one. This watch is for sale. It's not mine, per se. With a Tick Tock time shop, I'll put a link in the description. They're a family-owned business, and we'll take care of you, and give them a call or click on the link, and they will, it'll appear, and you can purchase it online. I'm also going to be putting sort of, I don't know what you call them, little pop-ups. It's a new thing on my channel. I'm trying to like get with the times, and there are little pop-ups that will link this also to another retailer that I think will give you a great price, and is something you could purchase directly that way. And if you did so, it would help out my channel. And hey, if you're going to buy it anyways, why not do that? And that's how a lot of people shop these days. And so yeah, that's just kind of a new thing. But check it out. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about this watch, I would love to hear it. That was the last thing I just noticed is this interesting little, I don't know, beveling and then polishing, but just the way that's shaped right there. It's awesome. It's kind of like a little bumper right there. That's probably meant for setting it down. Very cool. Very cool. Again, I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching and using a little of your most precious commodity, watching my channel, and your most precious commodity, ironically, is time. Let's see. This thing is locked down. Is it? Oh, it pops right out. Yep. I guess it's just super wound. I was saying that in another recent video that you don't have to worry there's no power meter. First of all, you'd wear it all the time. It's just always winding itself. But you can also tell just by turning this as it gets kind of pretty hard, you want to stop winding, right? So it's winding the watch, and you can tell when the coil, the mainspring has been tightened to the point where you don't want to turn that anymore. You could damage the watch. But you know there's plenty of power reserve when you do that. Anyway, thanks again. Take care. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.